Hello and welcome, all my beautiful, vibrant souls who are Scorpio suns or have significant Scorpio placements. Welcome to your monthly forecast for the month, your tarot forecast for the month ahead. This is going to be covering October 2023. I want to wish a happy birthday to any of my Scorpios who have their birthday this October, so happy birthday. So I'm going to be pulling tarot for overarching messages, themes, things you can expect from your month ahead. But because October is when the veil between the spiritual realm and the earthly realm is at its thinnest, I will also be pulling messages after the fact that are going to talk about the strongest energies coming through the veil for you. This has been super interesting with all the groups so far. Yeah, some people have had spiritual gifts either emerging or expanding. Others have had healing with individuals in the astral realm. Some have been having messages from passed on loved ones come through. It's just been really, really beautiful. So we'll see what comes through for you guys. I hope you guys had a wonderful September. I hope you're having a very blessed October. Thank you with your patience. I know we're a couple days into October. I've been feeling under the weather, so I appreciate your patience with me being able to make content. Y'all are wonderful. Y'all the real ones. Four of Wands. Yes, there's something worth celebrating. There is a victory. Excuse my burp. Some of you might be signing papers for a new home, moving into a new home. I have a burp. It's like not happening. This, for some of you, this, like, I can't believe it. So it's actually like all coming together. Some of you might be getting a proposal, or proposing to somebody, but we have the Two of Wands. The Two of Pentacles. Okay. The Queen of Wands reversed. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy showing up. The Empress reversed. Okay. Taurus and Libra showing up. And the Hierophant, more Taurus. Interesting. Okay, so for some of you, I'm actually going to take this Four of Wands because why not? Wheel of Fortune reversed beneath it. For some of you, you've been trying to have a greater level of commitment with somebody. I do see that. And there's been a sense of, the Empress reversed, the Queen of Wands reversed. These are two fantastic manifestors. These are also two people who are very magnetic and attractive. And it's kind of like, this has this energy of, God damn, I can't give this shit away. You may have had like a slew of really bad luck in relationships, and it's like you could not manifest a good partner to save your life. For some of you, you've been with somebody for a while, and it's like they are just, maybe you've had a lot of conversations discussing your thoughts and feelings about marriage or how practical it is. You guys may have had conversations where one of you is focused on the practicality of it, the material aspect. One of you is focused on what the spiritual meaning of marriage. You have different ideals about marriage, and it's like you guys have talked past each other. You can't get on the same page. Some of you might have had disagreements about whether or not to live together before being married or not. But there's a sense here of for some of you, this is what you've been trying to manifest, and it almost kind of seems like it comes out of nowhere is kind of what I'm getting, possibly around the time of the full moon, especially because it's going to be the full moon in Taurus this month. So for some of you, this is what's happening. It's like, oh, holy shit. And this situation had been making you doubt yourself and doubt your self-confidence. And you're either like coming into union with a really solid partner, or you're with somebody who's showing you they're a solid marriage candidate or long-term candidate. Somebody who is respectful of you, who is very enamored with you, very attracted to you. For some of you, there's somebody you've been dealing with who they're really attracted to you. You guys have something, hot and heavy. You guys have something really good, but they're coming through and they're showing a very committed energy. For some, this person could be asking you to move in. Now, for others of you, you've been trying to secure a home, and it has been one thing after another. There may have been energetic blockages, like maybe this is something where, something in your life has been taking up your energy, like you've had commitments come in and like disrupt your energy. Something financial has been happening. Maybe this is where, you're ready to buy a home, and then all of a sudden you're like having to put in a ton of overtime at work, right? So it's like, oh, I'm getting the money, which is nice, but I now don't have the time or energy to be like, like house hunting, and like I don't have the time or energy for that. For some of you, you're parents and you had something with your child come up, and it's just taken a lot of your time and energy, and it's delayed this other goal. And there's a sense here of like, it's just been one thing after another that has delayed this progress. And you have stayed committed with the Hierophant. You stayed committed to going after your goals and what you want to achieve, even when your confidence in your manifestations has been significantly shaken. And as a result, you're getting what you want. For some of you, like I said, you're getting a home. This is very specific. Some of you are getting a date to a wedding. It's like, I cannot give this away, right? Like you have like asked several people, and maybe like you're just trying to like secure a date for an event or for a wedding. And it's kind of just like, finally, like, you know, somebody comes through, right? That's a very small thing, but I am picking that up for some of you. Some of you have been trying to organize an event or a party. And again, it's been one thing after another, and finally something comes through. And it feels like there's something energetic and financial that's tied in with whatever this is. It's not just one or the other. So it's been getting into balance and coordination with both of those things, right? If this is like you trying to organize something with somebody, right? This is like you guys have to energetically be on the same page. Two of Wands, you guys have to have kind of the same vision, the same plan. And there's got to be a financial aspect and component. For me, the Two of Wands is like when we have the inspiration of the Ace of Wands. And then the Two of Wands is when we're kind of like toying with that more, and we're kind of teasing it out and seeing if we could really make that a reality. So it's been something like, for some of you, this has been something where you had to get somebody else on board first, and then you do, but then you also had something financial to work out. It's just been a lot. It's been a lot. So you guys are getting your manifestation. Boom. And it's because you've stayed committed. There might be a little more of this back and forth this month. Stay committed to your vision. If your vision is like, you know, I want a relationship that leads to marriage, stay committed to that. Some of you are going to be called to speak your truth, and your confidence might waver. Stay committed to your vision. Whatever it is that you want for your life, you can have that, and you will have that. But it's requiring that you stay patient. The Sun, yeah, things are going to go very favorably for you. The Seven of Wands reverse, you may really be contemplating just like giving up on this and letting it go, but Spirit's backing you up. The King of Wands reverse, again, because they're the king and queen, this could be a relationship with somebody. This can also be your sense of motivation and drive to go after this thing is waning. Even look how this cat's just like, please don't make me. Especially too, because whenever I see a single candle, that makes me think of the Ace of Wands. So it's kind of like you had the inspiration, but then the Two of Wands, Two of Pentacles, you've been stuck at the planning stages. It's just things have kept falling through. So it's kind of like, oh my God, is this ever going to happen? The Wheel of Fortune reversed, yeah, you've just hit delays and blockages. And the Queen of Swords reversed. For some of you, this is a relationship you want to cultivate. And one or both of you need to extricate yourself from another relationship first, and this other party is not making it easy. For some of you, it's like something you want to pursue and there's been a legal holdup. I am kind of getting that. Maybe you're waiting on somebody else to, I'm getting like draft the papers for something, or maybe this is where like if you're trying to get a home, you've like put in offers or tried to like secure loans, and by the time you hear back from the bank, the house is already gone, something like that. For some of you, you've been having trouble getting an inspector out to see a house, and it's like by the time they inspect something, like something's off the market, like what you wanted it's gone. It's just been like a lot. It's been a lot to work out. And like I said, for some of you, this is all about finding, because we have the King and Queen of Wands, finding your divine life partner who has a similar vision to you. That's why it's so important that you stick to your vision, because if you don't stick to your vision, you're only going to attract people who are not in alignment with what you truly want, and it will fall apart. What was this again? Oh yeah, the Sun, that's right. Because I was like, I know I looked at this. And then the King of Cups reversed just like flew out here. That's you guys. I feel like this is saying like, even if it's challenging in the moment, because look how we have the Book. It's really important. I know you can't see it, but there's the Wiccan read on the page, which if you're unfamiliar, just kind of like, like a little like decree for Wiccans about like, a good way to live life. There's something here where like you have a story, again, the Hierophant, you have a vision, you have ideals for what you want out of your life. You might have moral beliefs. You have something that you want to live your life by. You have something you want to have in your life for the long term. Stick by that. Sorry, I was thinking about Gold Digger. I was like, stick by his side. I know this dude's balling. Yeah, that's nice. But it's kind of like when you have a vision for something, ignore that song. I don't know why that popped into my head. Maybe that's what you've been listening to lately. There's a sense here like you have a vision for something. Don't let go of that vision. It's really, really important to stick to your morals, stick to your beliefs in this situation. And be, because I feel like you've been being tested on that a lot, but you're about to get what you want coming through, which I quite like that. What is this Four of Wands? The King of Pentacles. Yeah, someone or something that is solid, stable, secure. This could put you in a King of Pentacles position where like you have a home, you have the job that you wanted. You've really been throwing yourself at this situation. And you're about to get it. You're about to get the security that you want. The Sun, yeah, exactly. You're about to get exactly what you want. And I feel like it's going to feel so good, right? You know, I think we all enjoy being out in the sun at least sometimes. But, you know, the sun, we can sometimes lose, like the sun on a hot summer day might be less enjoyable than like a beautiful, you know, first sunny day of spring, right? That kind of hits different. And there's a sense here where like you're about to get exactly what you want. It's going to be a very lucky, fortuitous time. The King of Cups reversed. I see that you're struggling. You're like, might not be feeling great about this. And I think it's really going to surprise you. Death reversed. So there you are, my little Scorpio. Six of Swords reversed. Okay. And the Moon. I think what's been going on behind the scenes is that there's been this transformation of some kind of old beliefs that have been very challenging. I think this is also why with that King of Cups reverse, let's say this was a house that you wanted and it's just been one thing falling through after another. I feel it's been very emotionally triggering because this whole process has been meant to make you aware of old wounds, old things that are still causing you chaos and like unrest, right? For me, the Six of Swords can be an inner child healing card. So maybe you never had a secure home growing up. Maybe with the Hierophant, if you're looking to get married, you never, you know, maybe your parents got divorced and that really impacted you, or you've never witnessed a happy marriage, or if maybe you don't really have a family you're close with, and there's a sense here of like, I want to have that for myself. I think that being delayed or being blocked in receiving that has triggered up a lot of old emotions, so you can finally be releasing them. You may have, this process may have kind of yielded a lot of insight about, you know, insight into your emotions, insight into your, you know, this for me can kind of talk about the subconscious. So insight into your subconscious in order to be able to release those blockages. That's why you're getting what you want now, because you're energetically ready for it and your physical world is prepared for it. Yeah, the Page of Wands reversed. The hands on this clock are pointing to 10 and 11, so October 11th might be significant. But there's a sense here where this is, yeah, again, for me, this can be like a delay in a new adventure. And I think your enthusiasm's been waning, but this has been for great purpose. The Five of Swords, you guys have been going through it. I feel like there's been a lot of chaos about like, it's almost this energy of like, do I ever get to have what I want? Is this ever going to be meant for me? And am I ever going to, you know, be able to have like a solid, stable family, have a good relationship? Like I just want, it's meant to trigger up all this stuff, right? Whenever I see the Page of one suit and the King or Queen of the same suit, that's a parent-child relationship for me. And so we've had the King and Queen of Wands show up reversed and the Page of Wands. This can be bringing up a lot of old wounds with parents about like, you know, am I ever like allowed to have what it is I truly want out of life? Like, is the universe against me? Am I fighting aimlessly for nothing? And it's been a huge test of your confidence in yourself, your confidence in spirit to create what you want. For some of you, I have to say with all the Wands energy, this is about launching a creative project. I don't feel that's many of you, but I do sense that here as well. And so after being delayed for so long and learning a lot about yourself in this process, things are finally moving forward. So I quite like that for you guys. That's very, very nice. Yeah, this is actually pretty short and sweet, but I feel I'm really happy about that. So I actually want to move on to your message about what is coming through the veil for you. For many of you, I feel this is unrelated to the messages you just received. Your reading's probably going to be the shortest because I feel this is very, very like direct. Yeah, we have the night song with hidden talents. Some of you might be showcasing hidden talents this month. For some of you, you're having a talent emerge, and this is very exciting. Yeah, we have skeleton with strength at the bottom. You guys have really gone through it. I feel like you guys are going to be feeling a sense of pride about all the things you've been able to overcome in the process of pursuing this goal. But let's see what's coming through the other side for you. Wow, ancestors, the love and legacy of our DNA. There's a sense here of, I feel like, again, a sense of pride, and your ancestors are here, your passed on loved ones are here, really kind of cheering you on and offering you energetic support. You know, with strength, it's the skeleton. So again, offering you support through this process, because you've been doing a lot of ancestral healing, whether you're aware of it or not. Again, whatever it was you're chasing, it's not just that. There's a deeper root that's being healed through this. So I do feel like you're being, like I said, offered a lot of support, offered a lot of, I almost heard validation, and just offered a lot of love from the other side. This is also going to be a good time for breakthroughs. This is a good time, if any of you like to hone your mediumship skills, to be connecting to passed on loved ones. This is a really good time for that. If you have like a medium that you trust, that you want to go work with, this is going to be a great month for getting messages. The Emperor, I feel like you guys have done a lot of work at taking like a control role when it comes to the generational karmic patterns that you have been charged with healing. And you have a lot of like your ancestors, your passed on loved ones are grateful for this and proud of you. You might find that you start to receive a lot of little gifts. These are coming up from them. So like this is, you know, somebody pays for your coffee in line, somebody pays your toll so you don't have to. People are, you know, giving you compliments. You win like little contests or something. These are your ancestors trying to thank you. For some of you, if you like doing this, this would behoove you to, especially around Samhain, around Halloween, this would be a good time to create like a little altar to your ancestors, if that's something that resonates with you, as just a way of showing love and communicating and connecting with them. But we have the Seven of Wands reversed, the Seven of Cups, okay, Justice reversed, and the Eight of Swords reversed. A lot of you, it's interesting, we have 7 and 8 here. I thought we had 6, 7, and 8. We don't. Just ignore me. A lot of you, this is going to be a time where you're really processing and letting go. Like there's a recognition here with the Eight of Swords reversed. Maybe again, whatever you were reaching for, it's like that recognition of why it's so important. Like, oh wow, you know, this isn't just buying a home. This is, you know, my family moved around a lot, or my family was really really financially challenged, and we never really owned a home. There's always instability. There's always insecurity. There's a sense here of whatever it is you're reaching for, it's why it's so important. So a lot of you are gaining insight about that. A lot of you are, you know, maybe you guys are coming into awareness of, you know, like if you tend to be attracted to partners who like don't really like the idea of a committed partnership, or, you know, long-term partnership or marriage, it's like, oh, okay, you know, I've always been drawn to this because maybe this is what you've seen, or there's something like that. You're getting insight into why whatever it is that you're being encouraged to stick to your vision on, why it's so important. And I feel like that's almost a renewal a little bit, but I also am getting the sense of emotional purging. And as a result, there's an old cycle you're able to let go of. What does it say you're able to let go of? Oh, I pulled 2. 7 of Pentacles and the Queen of Cups reversed. You are able to let go of investing in situations, but specifically people who are not as emotionally invested, are not emotionally present with you. People who may or may not really prioritize your feelings or invest in the emotional connection. People who also, you may invest a lot with people who make you feel bad about yourself, or who make you feel like what you want isn't fair to them somehow, is something I'm getting. Like wanting, you know, let's say if you want marriage, that's not fair to them, that you want that. Or that you won't be willing to compromise on that, is kind of what I'm getting. The 3 of Cups going on, and then the 5 of Swords. For some of you, this is wanting a committed partnership where, for some of you, it's wanting a friendship with your partner. And for some of you, it's a committed partnership where you want them to prioritize the partnership, not prioritize partying with friends, not prioritize keeping their options open. I see that with the Seven of Cups as well. So again, this is all about releasing situations and people that make you feel bad about yourself, that don't honor your emotional investment, that aren't really in it with you, or no longer chasing after situations or investing into situations that make you feel bad. Excuse my burp. For some of you, I'm almost getting, you may have had partners in the past or have a partner that, because the key says Pandora on it, that it's like you almost avoided the commitment conversation because it's like, this is going to open up a whole can of worms and we're going to fight about it. And it's, I always have this thing that I do where I'm like, if I say it out loud, I got to deal with it. It makes it real and I got to deal with it. It's almost like in the past or currently you may have had partners or have a partner where it's like, I almost don't want to bring up the commitment conversation because then we got to deal with it. Because deep down, you know that this person's not looking for the same thing as you. And there's a sense of like, if I talk about it, if we have the conversation, it's going to open a whole can of worms, right? Pandora's box is going to open all this stuff up and I'm going to have to deal with the fact that this is not for me. And you guys you're releasing the fear about having those conversations. For some of you, if there's somebody that you have been involved with who maybe is trying to like extricate themselves from a marriage or another relationship, there's something where I feel like you're putting your foot down, you're like making some type of again, you're sticking to your vision of like, nope, I'm not settling. Maybe you guys made an agreement that like, you wanted to be together, but it's like, no, I need you to find get a divorce, finalize your divorce. Talk to your partner about it. Like, I'm not entertaining a relationship until you dot your I's and cross your T's, until you are free and clear. But there's something about making sure that like you're investing into people and situations and circumstances that honor you, that respect you, that also too, that you're honoring your intuition about what does and doesn't feel good for you. I definitely see that here. Because I think in the past you may have held on to situations that created a lot of emotional confusion for you, or that weren't really like respecting or honoring you, and you're releasing that whole cycle of like needing to do that. For some of you, you're releasing someone or something that puts you in that position, and that's why you end up getting your Four of Wands. So let's say, it's like, I really want to be with, I'm with somebody and I'm really hoping that we'll get married and, we'll move into a house. And there's something about like wanting it for another reason, like wanting it maybe for the sense of like emotional stability, or financial security. And there's something about like, what? I know I want the house. I know I want marriage, but this person's just not really showing up for me. So by making the decision to, maybe like pursue something else, or making the decision to leave that relationship, that's like, boom, when you get the house you want, boom, you get a raise, and that helps you create the living situation that you would like to have. But you're getting a lot of, what's coming through the veil is support from your ancestors, because they're very proud of you for all the work you've done, as well as kind of this, like, all the pieces are kind of falling together about why this is a pattern for you. And I feel like it's going to feel very illuminating. Two of Swords reversed is going to help you make decisions. Nine of Cups about what you truly want. Yep. And the King of Swords. That's another thing I'm seeing here too. You guys are making decisions where you're looking at, this is a strategist, somebody who sees things bird's eye perspective, sees everything and makes decisions to get to the long-term goal. You guys are really looking at your long-term happiness, and you're kind of like making choices. You guys are finally making choices about, is this good for me? Some of you, you're choosing you, right? You're choosing your plan to happiness. That's what you're choosing. So like this could be a situation where you really want to, be moving, and maybe a partner that you're with is like, they're like refusing to commit and they're refusing to go with you. It's like, okay, I need to do this for me. I'm going. We'll figure the rest out, but I'm going because I need this. There's something where you're making different decisions, right? And you're really looking at what you want for the long term, and making decisions that are, it's not even just like good for you, that feel good, but that feel nurturing for you with this Queen of Cups reversed. You're no longer investing into situations that make you feel bad or put you at an emotional deficit. For some of you, this is very specific. You're calling somebody out finally. This energy is helping support you. You're getting insight again into like why you may have been attracted to this person or picked this person to be in your life the way they are. And there's a sense here of like, you know, maybe this is like, oh my God, they remind me, you know, of my dad, right? And I like, especially it's like they remind me of my dad. And after my parents got divorced, you know, I never saw them. So part of me is afraid to lose this person because it's going to be like that all over again. I know that's deep, but this is a really big deal because like you've been working toward helping to ascend past a very long-standing family pattern. And that's why. So some of you, you're getting this clarity and it's allowing you to make choices that prioritize your happiness, that feel good for you, that are healthy for you. And you're getting rewarded. Like, I'm hearing like immediately after. You're getting rewarded. So what's coming through is a sense of clarity about this, as well as support from your ancestors. Like I said, like little things. I kind of want to know what this like small support looks like. The Six of Wands reversed. Okay, this is again something that's not obvious. It's like kind of quiet. The Three of Cups. This might be people who are just like helpful people. The Three of Swords. This also could be friends coming in where maybe this is something, you know, like maybe there's something where it feels like a loss. And like you have friends come in who kind of like help you out with this. You have friends who come in, because the Six of Wands can usually be about public recognition. So this would be like maybe you have friends come in and like quietly help you move out of a partner's house, or like, you know, they kind of like, this feels like a stage of like a breakup where you don't want to go out. So your friends come over and they sit with you in your house for a little bit. But there's a sense here of behind the scenes, you're getting a lot of love and support. This is likely through friends. For some of you, this is interesting because your ancestors are reaching out to you through your pets. Your pets might be extra snuggly, but they see that you're hurting and they want to like give you extra love. The Three of Pentacles. Yeah, I feel like you're being aligned more with, you might have more opportunities at work and this will feel really nice. You're being aligned with people who have the similar vision to you. The Five of Cups. Okay. The Lovers. Oh. And the Ace of Pentacles reversed. Yeah, I feel like whoever it is that's kind of supporting, your ancestors are coming through and saying like, I know that it was hard to make a choice that's in alignment with you at the heart and soul. And because it feels like you're having to sacrifice something, you're having to give something up. They're like, we know that felt like a loss, but we want to come in and give you love and support and supportive people and work with you in building toward what you're actually looking for, because there's something better up ahead. So they're going to be kind of coming in, especially I feel like emotionally consoling you if you're doing a lot of emotional purging. You know, this is where you ever have like a kind of like a good cry and you're like losing your mind. And then like 5 minutes after you're done crying, you're like, oh, I feel totally good. That's kind of like something like that. They're going to be giving you like little bursts of energy. Listen to sound frequencies if you can, sometimes while you're like napping or sleeping or resting, because I feel like they're going to be giving you a lot of energy through through those periods of time, through those frequencies, if you can, if that's something that you're into. But there's going to be a lot of love from them, a lot of support as you move forward. So I think that's everything I've got for you guys for right now. Thank you so much for being here. I hope this helped, and I hope I get the chance to read for you in the future. Take care. Bye.